Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathsala. I am Dr. Jay Sridhar, Assistant Professor from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. Today we are going to see about interactive media. Interactive media is the integration of digital media including combination of electronic text, graphics, moving images and sound into a structured digital computerized environment that allows people to interact with the data for appropriate purpose. The digital environment can include the internet, telecoms, and interactive digital televisions. No wonder it is difficult for new entrants to understand the important concepts to hold on to are interactive and media across a range of delivery channels or platforms. There are many terms used to denote the interactive nature of the digital application. New medias and interactive designs are common example. Because the interactive sector has quickly evolved through phases, the terms have often been coined to reflect a phase that then gets suppressed. A quick historical overview will give the background that causes confusion for those joining the dynamic sector. The word multimedia used to have specialist connotation for the audiovisual industries. Use of multiple or mixed media in such analog system as slideshows or overhead projectors were known to be multimedia. But this specialist use was superseded by the arrival of digital technology. Integrated digital media was termed interactive multimedia and usually shortened to plain multimedia for convenience. The need to differentiate between analog and digital uses of media spawned other terms like new media and digital media. The term new media carries its own problems as the media associated with the original term are replaced with newer instance of the new. Obsolescence in endemic in the interactive arena. However, the term remains in use although digital media and interactive media are more stable terms and are being used increasingly. The term interactive media highlights the interactive connotation that is a key characteristics of the difference between the older style media and the new social media. Social media has evolved to describe the more recent success of digital social sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace, and would include the phenomena of mobile texting, especially Twitter. The success of these built on the social aspect of the blogs on the internet. The more recent social sites are interactive, but even the denotations of interactivity has become accepted and dropped so that social media with its inherent interactivity is considered the norm. When the web quickly became the largest hardware platform and the development for it became the most common form of interactive development, the emphasis on media was dropped in a similar way. This may have been because the capacity for using media other than the text on the web was limited at that time. Skill sets such as web design and web development came to the fore, and these more specific terms overshadowed the more general terms like digital media and interactive media. The irony is that multimedia was the preferred term used by telecommunication companies because when they entered the interactive arena, they did not have any previous use of terms and did not find it confusing. The term apps, meaning application, has taken over since the development of apps for mobile phones and has been popularized among the whole use community rather than just being used by some programmers as a shorthand. In a wider technological context, terms like ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology, favored in the education sector. The digital revolution and convergence began to be used in an attempt to define the pervasive changes that interactive technologies were causing within traditional business sectors. They were used in a strategic way since as soon as it became particular delivery channel. This shift is perspective and is important because it explains why some people see connections across forms of digital media and skill sets while others only relate to a particular area of specialization. Interactive media as a tool for early childhood programs. Young children live in the world of interactive media. They are growing up at ease with digital devices that are rapidly becoming the tools of the culture at home, at school, at work, and in the community. Technology tools for communication collaboration, social networking, and user generated content have transformed mainstream culture. In particular, these tools have transformed how parent and family manage their daily lives and seek out entertainment, how teacher uses materials in the classroom with young children and communicate with the parents and families, and how we deliver teacher education and professional development. The pace of change is so rapid that society is experiencing a disruption almost as significant as when there was a shift from oral language to print literacy, and again when the printing press expanded access to books and the printed words. The shift to new media literacies and the need for digital literacies that encompasses both technology and media literacy that will continue to shape the world in which young children are developing and learning. The prevalence of electronic media in the lives of young children means that they are spending an increasing number of hours per week in front of and engaged in screens of all kinds, including televisions, computer, smartphone, tablets, handheld game device, and game consoles. The distinction among the device, the content, and the user experience has been blurred by multi-touch screens and movement-activated technologies that detect and respond to the child's movement. With guidance, these various technology tools can be harnessed for learning and development. Without guidance, usage can be inappropriate and or interface with learning and development. Several professional and public health organizations and child advocacy groups concerned with child development and health issues such as obesity have recommended that passive, non-interactive technology and screen media not to be used in early childhood programs and that there be no screen time for infants and toddlers. The early childhood obesity prevention policies recommended that child care setting limits screen time, including television, vision, digital media, video games, mobile media, cell phones, and the internet for preschoolers aged between 2 to 5 to fewer than 30 minutes per day for children in half-a-day program or less than 1 hour per day for those in full-day program. The report further encourages professionals to work with parents to limit screen time to fewer than 2 hours per day for children aged between 2 to 5. These recommendations to limit children's exposure to screen time are related to two factors potentially contributing to early childhood obesity: the food and beverage marketing that children may experience when they are watching television or interacting with other media, and the amount of overall screen time to which they are exposed. The Let's Move Child Care Initiative recommends that caregivers allow no screen time for children under 2 years of age. For children 2 years and older, caregivers are encouraged to limit screen times to not more than 30 minutes per week during child care, and parents and caregivers are advised to work together to limit children to 1 to 2 hours of quality screen time per day. Early childhood educators need to be aware of all these concerns and understand the critical role that they as educators play a mediating role in the media use and screen time for young children. Principles of interactive media as a tool in childhood programs. There are several principles framed under the appropriate use of technology and interactive media as a tool in early childhood programs serving children from birth through the age 8. These principles are: the use of technology tools and interactive media should not harm children. Developmentally appropriate practices must guide decisions about whether to integrate technology and interactive media into early childhood programs. Professional judgment is required to determine if and when a specific use of technology or media is age appropriate. Appropriate teaching practices must always guide the selection of any classroom materials, including technology and interactive media. Appropriate use of technology and media depends on the age developmental levels, needs, interests, linguistic backgrounds, and the abilities of each child. Effective use of technology and media are active, hands-on, engaging, and empowering. Give the children a control, provide adaptive scaffolds to ease the accomplishment of tasks, and are used as one of many options to support child learning. Interaction with technology and media should play a supportive, creative, exploration, pretend play, active role in the outdoor activities. Technology tools and interactive media should help educator connect home and school. Digital literacy is essential to guide early childhood educators and parents in selection, use, integration, and evaluation of technology and interactive media. Assistive technologies must be implemented in interactive medias to provide equitable access to children with special needs. Now let us see about interactive media and its use in the farm sector. Social media and ICT are starting to demonstrate their potential for the co-creation, co-documentation, and co-distribution of information and advice on farm practices. This potential lays both in their power as enabling media tool and as symbol for open and collaborative ways of working. This potential is timely given the retrenchment of public agriculture extension service over the last decades. The risk perhaps would be in trying to fill the gap left by the extension officers to exactly and missing the opportunities for innovative reworking of what farmers' capacity development could be. The concept of global village is soon becoming a reality with new media defining the ways we look at the world. Interactive media as a new form of digital communication technology has emerged with the e-superhighway beginning to girdle the globe as voice, video, and data coverage. New technologies are gaining wide acceptance due to several advantages like interactivity and immediacy, demassification and narrowcasting, asynchrony, user-friendly and ease of updating, time-saving and cost-effective. Convergence is today a reality, and India is fast waking up to the digital era, reshaping the way the individuals and organizations produce, process, market, collaborate, and share information. The spread of computers combined with the success of the CD-ROM format started a process of consolidation. As price became affordable and computer literacy increased because of the wider general use of computer within businesses, the use of computer for leisure, games, references, training, general education, and home-based education increased accordingly. The successful game sector grew, driven by its particular needs and audience. It formed a stable and lucrative market. It needed specialized hardware to provide the speed, quality, and media versatility in the form of game machines like PlayStation and Xbox. The younger market continues to demand constant media innovation and interaction. Games developers respond to this market need. They work in an intense, creative, high-tech industry which has more in common with the music business than with information technology. Their method of defining a product and their method of production differs from many other parts of the industries accordingly. The creativity and intensity of the gaming environment had its spin-off in the film industry, where digital animation effects have grown tremendously, now culminating in 3D digital animation films such as Avatar and Thor. Although CD-ROMs appeared to promise the emergence of the market substantial enough to splinter into healthy industry segment, the World Wide Web spread faster, overtook CD-ROMs, and established itself as the first global, accessible, affordable, computerized hardware and software solution. Business and public were happy to sacrifice interactive media component in turn for access to mainly text-based information such as instant news, electronic mails, reference data, and archive materials, among others. As bandwidth improved and there was faster access to the internet, the integration of graphics, audio, and film became easier. This World Wide Web experience provided and proved to be the groundwork for the take-up of mobile interactivity, and the platforms such as iPhone and BlackBerry allowed access to people for information on the move, such devices being more like pocket computers than telephone. Because there are many people involved across all sections of information industries, media and computer programming, together with telecommunication and broadcasting, it is difficult to take an overview. It used to be that each represented a minority within its own sector. Online training development was seen as part of traditional training specialism, although it embraced new skills, production methods, and business models. Interactive broadcasting fulfilled the same function for the broadcast industry. Online editing of website content was the new branch of journalism and publishing. Interactive law, interactive graphics, interactive health, and so on followed the same pattern. They shared that important characteristics of being interactive change agents within their areas. Now the digital revolution has quietly pervaded all businesses areas and specialisms. It is integrated into each role. All people are expected to have a basic mastery of using interactive media platform for their jobs. Many need to learn how to use more specialist application within their work. More people in management role are expected to be able to direct, coordinate, conceive and manage the development or update to digital programs through internal and external teams. The digital revolution has affected all phases of life. Each of specialisms had a digital inroad created by change agents. But one of the key characteristics of change is that it causes resistance from the traditionalists. They can delay change and even stifle it by building barriers. They tend to have the upper hand in influence within their own sector and even higher level such as government and other administrations. Their traditional mindset work often unconsciously against the new ways of thinking that don't fit into what have become the accepted categories. With this, I would like to conclude that interactive media is a dynamic environment that is affecting everyone from those directly involved to those who have to manage it and those who use it. It is not going to go away, but it may well change its shape and form as it has in the past. From fixed to mobile, limited mobile to rich media, limited interaction to real-time interaction. There will be new markets to create and old market segments to revamp the build-ups. There will be new challenges for developers and designers with the still emerging interactive mobile and broadband technology. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Thank you.